today's Monday. It's the Monday after England lost, sadly, in the Euros. We decided to work from home today, not really to do with that at all, just more because it was just a Monday where I was just not feeling like I wanted to go to the office. Matt and I are going to go for a run very shortly. It's 5:10, so we just finished up work. So we thought, let's try and get out of the house this evening. We're going to go for a run, which will be good. I think we need to get into a bit of a better exercise routine. I booked a few spin classes for this week as well. We're gonna make some dinner. I think I'm gonna do a prawn stew with some nice crusty bread for us. I think you guys have seen that already, but I'll show you, of course. And I wanted to quickly just show you before we get ready to go out for a run. I picked up some pajamas from John Lewis. There's some Chelsea Pier ones and they're having a bit of a sale at the minute. So I'm gonna open these now. The first pair are these gorgeous zebra. Why am I gonna say zebra? What is this animal? Giraffe. I saw on John Lewis they were doing a little bit of a sale and I picked up the long version of these. I thought these were really sweet. I really like the red piping around the sleeves as well and the collar. I feel like these are really pretty and I always get them in the long. I don't really like short pajamas. I feel like I always get a bit cold when I get up in the morning. I like to have a long pajama bottom. I got them in a size 12. The next ones I picked up are these cream ones. And they're just like this. They're kind of giving bridal actually. I'm not a bride. These just feel so soft and lovely. One of them was 55, which I think is standard price. The other ones, I think the zebra ones, oh my God, why can I never say the name of this animal? The giraffe ones were 38, which I think is pretty good actually for a pair of pajamas that feel this soft and good quality. I've been buying a lot of pajamas at the minute because it was my mum's birthday on the 12th of July. I got her a pair of piglet in bed pajamas for her birthday, a really nice blue pair. They're so nice. I'll put them on the screen actually. It's Matt's sister-in-law's birthday coming up next week and we've got her a pair of nice Skims pajamas. Because I just was thinking recently about what kind of things I like to receive as gifts and something special that you never really buy yourself as pajamas, or people buy them for themselves but they never would buy themselves a nice pair. I feel like that's a really nice gift to receive. So I've been doing a lot of pajama buying and I feel like I'm going to get a lot of wear out of these. Oh.
Sorry, it was doing my head in.
I know.
Right.
We're all ready to head out now for our run. What is a fly? You can squash a fly.
Yeah, but that was quite a savage manoeuvre.
We're about to head out.
Oh my God, I literally fucking chopped it in half.
I know.
I feel bad.
It's fine.
That's not making me feel good about myself.
It's okay, it's just a fly. Yeah. We're about to head out for a run now. We're all ready to go. I've not worn this running top in probably since the last vlog that I ran in, which nobody can remember because it was about 16 months ago. No, it wasn't. It was about 6 months ago. We're ready. You ready?
Yeah, should I wear this or?
Yeah, I think you're fine. Oh, you're wearing oh, right.
Well, I was going to wear this for a change up.
Okay, I'm sure that'll be fine. Okay, we're ready to go. Wish us luck. We finished our run. We did just over 3k, 3.4k, and now we're absolutely exhausted. We're gonna go get showered and then I'm gonna make dinner. My red face is well and truly out. When I was filming when we were leaving the park, I was thinking, usually I'm way redder than this. I'm loving the pajamas. I'm really pleased with them. They're a little bit smaller around the thighs than I usually go for, but to be fair, they're such a soft material. I feel like they're gonna really stretch. I have the basis of the meal that I'm gonna make on this chopping board. This is the basis of any pasta sauce dish that I make, any sort of tomato based stew or anything like that. I always start with shallots or an onion, either one onion or 2 shallots. I use a whole clove of garlic. No, not a whole clove, what is this? A whole bulb of garlic because I'm obsessed with garlic. I just feel like I can never get enough of it. I use one of these sweet red peppers, but they're not really sweet. You don't really even taste them in the dish. You just kind of chop them into very fine, small pieces. I've got some old coriander and flat leaf parsley here. It's mostly flat leaf parsley and then a bit of coriander. Any herbs go really well in this dish, I find. Like, I love dill in it. I love basil. I picked up some basil from the supermarket the other day and I was like, let me just chuck a load of that in. And then the base is, you know, I'm obsessed with mutti tomatoes. These are like, these just take any pasta dish, or like if you want to ever make homemade pasta sauce, buy a tin of mutti tomatoes, put some chili, garlic and onion, fry it all in a pan and it'll taste amazing. So I start with some of the double concentrate tomato puree, which is this one. This has been kicking around in the fridge for like probably a couple of weeks, but it's fine. It goes out of date in 2026, so I think it's fine. So I put a bit of this in the pan. Always fry off your tomato paste as well before you add in like chopped tomatoes or whatever, because it makes a lot of additional flavour. Anyway, I'm going to start by finally chopping all of this stuff, and I thought I would just chat to you guys whilst I do that. I'm really feeling the benefit of like having a Monday at home. Like, we were able to just go straight for a run there when we finished work, and it was such a lovely, like, it was quite a warm, nice evening anyway, but it was just really nice to not come home and then have to like start getting dinner ready. Usually like when we were coming back from the run, Matt was saying like he normally wouldn't even be finished work by that time if he was like, or he wouldn't be home from work anyway, if he was in the office. So yeah, we're just saying how good it is. If anyone out there works fully from home, fully remote, please don't take it for granted. I'm so jealous. I was having a bit of a moment earlier where I was watching some YouTube videos while I was doing the dishes of the old Bon Appetit gang. I absolutely loved their channel, like back in the day of pre-COVID and pre all the scandals that came out after that. But I used to love like Molly Baz, Claire Saffitz, Andy, like Brad Leone. And I kind of loved during lockdown when you could actually see into their homes, because they would all film from home and kind of do all the different all their different like series that they would do, but they would do them at home in their kitchens, and I'd be like, oh my god, look at their kitchens. I used to love that. Let me know if any of you guys used to watch Bon Appetit and who was your favourite characters, because I'm pointing at you with a knife. Also, Matty Matheson, did anyone watch his channel? Because I used to love his cooking channels. I mean, he was always a bit crazy and a bit high, but absolutely loved him. And he's in The Bear. He has a little cameo in The Bear, which, by the way, I haven't started watching. I've heard kind of mixed reviews. Some people have said that the third series, I've seen series 1 and 2 and loved them. But the third series, I've not really heard great things. Anyone that I have heard talk about it has kind of said like, it's good, but it's not like groundbreaking. Someone said apparently it was quite rushed, and they like produced like series 3 and series 4 all in the same time frame. So it kind of ended up rushed. I'm going to start chopping up this pepper. I'm just going to remove the seeds first and then kind of dice it. I'm not removing these seeds. There's only like 5 of them. Today I've been thinking and doing a little bit of research, because me and Matt were talking about potentially doing a bit of a bigger holiday next year. We're thinking maybe like book a trip to Bali. Like, we want to, before we have kids and like kind of do any crazy, you know, life-altering things, we want to make an effort to like fully go for it and like actually see some places that we've never seen. Although that Matt has actually been to Bali, but I have never been. And one of my really good friends, Ellie, actually went to Bali this year. Most people my age, I feel like, have done some sort of travelling, like proper travelling after uni or between school and uni or something. My sister actually went to Canada for a year and absolutely loved it. But I didn't, I went straight into work. And I just kind of really wish that I'd seen more of Asia. So I think we're going to try and do a trip to Bali. But I was also thinking today, I have got quite a few days of annual leave. I had 33 days of annual leave this year, plus bank holidays and stuff to use up as well. So we actually have a bank holiday in August at the end of the month. But other than that, I think I've got like 18 more days of annual leave to use. So I was thinking to maybe book a trip somewhere. I'm thinking to maybe go up to Edinburgh at some point to visit my sister and stay with her. Edinburgh's just the most amazing city. My sister's also doing Vlogust. So you guys should check out her videos every day in August, because you're going to see a lot of the Fringe. The Fringe Festival is actually incredible. It's like a big comedy festival in Edinburgh where like, it's actually comedy and like all performing arts, but the city just becomes like a completely different place during the Fringe. In Scotland, there's very strict laws around drinking, and drinking in certain places on the streets at certain times. And during the Fringe, it basically just like all goes to the wayside, and you can kind of everywhere just turns into like a little venue for the Fringe, and like people are drinking on the streets. It's got like a really nice, good festival vibe all across the city. They have like thousands of venues, like all restaurants and bars turn into comedy venues or venues to see, I don't know, singing, like any sort of performing arts is like the best. So you guys should definitely check it out if you're thinking of a trip to Edinburgh. Go in August, but it's very expensive, that's the only thing. I'm now going to put these into a frying pan just on a really low heat with a bunch of different herbs that I'm going to pick from the cupboard. A couple of weekends ago, I can't remember if I told you guys, we went to a really nice restaurant in Brixton that I want to recommend called Okan. It's in Brixton Village. I actually lived in Brixton for probably 5 years. No, maybe less. Maybe 4 years. And I absolutely loved it. I feel like the restaurants there are really good. There's literally like a restaurant for everything. It's got great nightlife. I think it's a really great place to live in your early 20s. Anyway, we went to dinner with a few friends after we watched the Euros, not the most recent game, but the game before. Actually, the game before that. And it was really, really nice. We went out for dinner to a place called Okan, which is in Brixton Village. It's like a little kind of, not a warehouse, it's like a little, I don't know, like walk-through sort of thing, but it's got all these little restaurants and like some vintage shops. And we had a really nice little meal, and the food is really, really good there. So I would recommend that restaurant if you guys are looking for somewhere to visit in Brixton. Once I've peeled these, I'm going to crush the garlic into the pan. I'm going to fry off this as well, and I'm going to cut up these herbs, chuck all of them in. I have basically just added the cannellini beans. You guys saw all of this, but I added the cannellini beans. I added 2 cod fillets that I got from Tesco. You actually get these frozen and you can just put them in with anything. I'm going to add the tinned tomatoes in a minute, but these basically just bake for like 20 minutes and they're all cooked. So it's really easy. They are really cheap as well. Not really cheap, but compared to fresh fish, they're like, I think you can get 4 of them for like £4 or £5, which is really, really good compared to like fresh in the supermarket. So I'm going to add these, and then I'm going to add some water as well, and then let it simmer away. It started torrentially raining, which is quite wild, but it feels really nice and cozy, doesn't it? I can't believe it's July. It's actually crazy. We are ready to eat dinner. We're waiting on one last piece of bread to be done in the oven. But here's the final look. This is some nice olive oil that I drizzle on top here. And then I don't have any rice, but it's just like tomatoes, tomatoes, the nice fish. We've got the prawns. And I know it's not typical to put any cheese with fish, but I like to do a little bit of parmesan that I'm going to grate on top. And then we just dunk the bread in. And it's really yummy and really hearty. We're also going to watch this Masters of the Air, which is supposed to be amazing. We're going to start episode 1 now. And yeah, what do you think?
Really good.
Taste test?
Yeah, absolutely loving it. Loving the rice.
Matt's got rice with his.
So it's really good.
Wow, listen to that rain. It's wild. Okay, we're going to eat now. Can you?
Good. Oh my god, that bread, that second bit of bread.
That bread is really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I completely forgot to finish the vlog. We watched the rest of that US Air Force show on Apple TV. It's got Austin Butler, Barry Keoghan, and it was really good. I actually would recommend it. It seems like it's going to be a bit of a, not a slow burn, but I think the storyline's quite complicated. There's a lot of characters to get to know. And I feel like it's going to be quite an emotional tearjerker. We then watched an episode of Love Island, which was really good. It was the one where they all pie each other in the face with the cream pies at the snog, marry, avoid sort of thing. And yeah, lots of drama, which I like. I'm now in bed watching Tanya Burr's latest video, which is all about outfits. I'm gonna have a bit of an early night. I've got all my oils on my face, so I'm a little bit shiny. But thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you for the next one. I think either Wednesday or Sunday. I don't know which one we're on. So see you. Bye.